there when they crucified my Lord. I stood there. Me, Mary, his mother, me, Mary, Clopas' wife, and the disciple John. Our Lord loved John. He loved John. Our Lord stood on the cross and he said, "Behold your son. Behold your son." He looked at John, the disciple whom he loved, and he said, "Behold your mother." I was there that fateful day. They mocked him. They tormented him. They beat him. They gave him sour wine. After he received it, he said, "It is finished." And he gave up his spirit. Early the next week, I went to the tomb. I went early while it was still dark to roll back the stones. And I saw that the stones were already rolled back. And I looked into the tomb and I didn't see my Lord's body. So I ran. I ran to Simon Peter. I ran to John. I had to tell them that they have taken my Lord. And I don't know where they have laid him. I don't know. And they ran with me to the tomb, and we went again. And I just stayed outside. I wept because I don't know where they would take my Lord. As if it wasn't enough that they crucified him, that they beat him, that they mocked him, that they tormented him. They had to take his body too. We came back, and John even outran Simon Peter, who was supposed to love Jesus so much. They went into the tomb, and they didn't see him, and they left. They were in amazement. After they left, I kneeled down again into the tomb, and this time I saw two angels, and I saw Jesus' handkerchiefs where he had lain, one at his head and one at his feet. And I just could not stop weeping. And the angels asked me, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you seeking?" And I just had to tell them. That they had taken away my Lord and that I didn't know where they had laid him. And at that time, a man came behind me and he called my name. He said, "Mary." And he said, "Why are you weeping?" And I looked at that gardener and I said, "What do you mean, why am I weeping? They have taken away my Lord. If you could just bring him back, I will take his body. I will take it. I didn't even know where I was going to take it. But I will take it, Lord. I would have taken it." And finally, he said, "Mary!" He yelled. And I realized, Rabboni, it was my Lord. I had to hug him, but he stopped me. He said that he was about to ascend to heaven, to our Father, to my Father and to your Father, and that I was supposed to run to my brother and your brother and tell them about his ascension. So that's what I did. I ran. Simon Peter, John, everybody, the Lord has risen. The Lord has risen. He is ascending. He is ascending. And I was the first woman to talk about Jesus rising before his ascension to heaven. The significance of my character is that we must not get in our emotions, even for a second, because we are out of the will of God. Once we are out of the will of God, Jesus could come back at any time, and we don't want to be left alone and out in the cold.